Hello everybody, welcome back to another Manage training session. Today we're going to be running through how to activate your tenant profile as well as understanding your tenant profile in Manage and everything regarding the property that you're renting. Your property managers should have invited you to the system, and if they have done so, you're going to get this email, which means you are required to activate your profile. All you need to do is click on the Activate My Profile button. Once you've done that, you're going to pop in your password, retype that password, and then agree to our terms and conditions. Next thing the system is going to do is provide me with your bank account details. So these are the account details that I need to pay my rent to, just giving me the BSB account number, my account name, and the bank. There's some additional information there that you can read through when you are going through these steps. If you do want to change your payment method from potentially the direct deposit to either a credit card or a debit card, you can go and change that in the payment settings under your wallet, which we'll run through as well today. Confirming all of my details, like it says, if I do need to make any changes, I can go and do that in my profile. In order for me to make sure that I have confirmed my login process all okay, I need to enable our 2FA. Now, because we are dealing with payments, you're adding in your bank account details for potential direct debits or refunds of money, we need to make sure that we have that level of security, so enabling that 2FA. All it's going to do is send a quick little text message code to your mobile number, which you'll need to input. Once I have logged in to my profile, the first thing it's going to do is take me on to my property profile. First thing you're going to see is the details of the property that you are going to be renting. Up the top, there are some tabs. So there's an overview tab, a lease tab, task, transactions, and inspections. The overview is just a breakdown of information regarding the property. So the street address, the bed, bath, and car, a bit of extra property details, and then the managing agent. If I move on to my lease tab, this just provides me with a breakdown of my lease details. So the frequency that I'm paying my rent, the price I'm paying my rent, when the start date of my lease agreement was, when it ends, when the first payment I need to make into the system was, my bond ID and my bond price that I paid, a rough guide of when my next inspection is and how long the frequencies are between the inspections, further information just regarding if I pay water or not, my water meter reading, GST, additional information, and then some rental history as well. On the right hand side is where my tenant information can be found, so my name, my email, and my mobile, as well as when I first started living in the property. I can go and download my tenant ledger, so this is an active, up-to-date version of my tenant payments, download in a PDF or a CSV format. And then further below is my documents section. If my property manager has uploaded a copy of my lease agreement or the ingoing condition report, I can find that here. Moving on to the task tab is where you can add in a task, whether it's a general task or a maintenance task, or where you can see if you've been assigned to any tasks by your property managers. So right now I jumped onto my task tab. I can see that I have been assigned to a general task from my property manager, just welcoming me to my new home. I can send a little reply, and that sends the property manager a message back just in regards to this task. If I wanted to add a task in the system, again, two options you're going to be able to choose from is general or maintenance, is by selecting the add a task button in the top right hand corner. Choosing your type, you will go through all of the questions that are asked you. That will get submitted into the system, and just like the general one we went through, you can communicate back and forth to your property manager regarding that task. Moving on to the transactions tab is where you see all of your payments, whether it's rent payments or bill payments. You're going to see what your payment frequency is, as well as the price. Under upcoming is going to show all of the payments that are upcoming and ready to be due. it's going to give you your payment period, so when your rent is due from and to. So as I can see, I pay my rent weekly, which is due on a Tuesday, and it covers me from a Tuesday to a Monday, giving me those dates. Further below is a suggested due date that you should pay that money from your bank account to clear into our system, as long as you are making your payments by the due date of the payment period. If you have any completed payments made, it will show under the completed payment heading, as well as any bills that you have paid as well. So it might be a water bill, it might be an electricity bill, just depending on what bills you are going to be paying through the system. Finally, the inspections tab is where you can see any of the ingoing or outgoing reports that your property manager has added into the system for you. Moving on to the payments tab on the left hand side, this is where you can review your tenant wallet. So you can click My Wallet. This just gives an indication of your wallet balance. So if you have paid any money into your wallet, which is in excess of your rental funds. So say for example, you might have paid $5,000 to your tenant wallet. The tenant wallet will hold $5,000. It will deduct my weekly rent, so that might be $500, and then the balance will sit in my wallet until it reaches the full amount being paid. At any point, I wanted to transfer money back to myself because I transferred $5,000. Maybe I had a car bill that was $1,000 and I needed the money. I can go in at any time and I can withdraw funds back to myself. All you'll need to do is click the withdraw button, add in a bank account detail that you want to withdraw the funds back to. Choosing the bank that I have just input, and then all I need to do is pop in a price. So if I had any money in my wallet, I could pop in the amount that I want to refund the wallet. Currently, I don't have any money, so I won't be able to refund. But if I did have money in my wallet that was either equal to this amount or above, I could refund it back to my bank account. As you can see, I can review my payment methods. So firstly, it gives me my fast bank transfer, which is my OSCO, with my name, the bank name, the BSB and account number. If I wanted to add in an additional payment method, maybe I wanted to use a credit card so I could get some credit card points, or maybe I wanted to set up direct debit and have the money come from my bank account. I can do this by selecting add a payment method and then choosing my option. So adding either in a bank account or adding in a credit card. Just so you know, when it does come to your bank account and your credit card, there are some fees applied. BPay as well potentially could have fees as well. Back under the payment settings, you have your upcoming payments, and that just gives you a little bit of indication of what payments might be upcoming, whether it's a rent payment or whether it is a bill payment. You can also filter it down by task, overdue or not overdue, and the different options. Finally, when it comes to my tenant profile, that is in the bottom left-hand corner. With my tenant profile, I can go in and update my name or my last name. Potentially, I might have got married and my maiden name now needs to be changed to my new name. I can go and do that. If I change my email, I can go and add in my new email address. I can change a password, update my mobile. If you have set the 2FA, in order for you to change your mobile, all you need to do is come down below, request a security code to your existing or current email, mobile number, go in and then change it, and then you can add and enable the 2FA again. Last thing is my avatar. If I wanted to add a little profile picture of myself, I can go and add that in here too. Up the top as well is another way I can review my payment settings. So I have the default options. I've also got the other options that I could choose from as well. I can also go and change my notification settings. So the ones ticked in purple are the set ones that I will be receiving. But if I didn't want to be notified when my rent is going to be due or when I received a payment receipt, I can just go and untick and save that. Hopefully that gives a little bit of a better indication of understanding your tenant profile, what you can do, how to change your payment method, and how to activate your account.